get some sleep and get your body clock back a little bit? Yeah. How long does it usually take you when you come from the Philippines to LA before you feel normal again?
After maybe 5 days.
5 days.
Manny, has your success in your last couple fights against Oscar and Hatton, was it something that you expected, or has it even surprised you, pleasantly surprised you, of how well you've been able to carry out the game plan?
You know, before, my style is different. In start that time, I'm studying boxing. Why boxing is hard?
Yeah.
You know, cause you know, it's not only for your fighting in the ring and catch the punch and you throw a punch. And then I figure out that boxing is gonna be easy if you study, and not only for you train hard, not only for you preparing for the fight and train hard in gym. But I think boxing, you have to study. The most important is you have to study, and much easier if you study the style of boxing. That's what I thought in boxing, because I'm studying why boxing is hard. It's this. There's way that not that hard when you fight in the ring. There's way, and I found out that there's a way. Not only for you're going to the gym and train hard, but before you train into the ring, before you training into the gym, training for preparing for the fight, you have to study the style of your opponent. And when you study the style of your opponent and you do in the gym in training, it's the fight is easy, and you train hard and do right way. Like, for example, it's very easy example. Like, you have exam science.
Yeah.
You have exam tomorrow science, and tonight you're studying a math. There's no connection the math in science. You have to what your exam for tomorrow science. You have to study science tonight, not the math subject, right? It's a very easy example. That boxing.
Do you feel like your ability to study the opponent that's really what has separated you from the pack at this point? That's why you're the top fighter in the world? Your ability to break down your opponent and to study the opponent and know exactly how to beat him? Do you feel like you're doing that better than anyone else in the world this time?
That's what I found out in boxing. In boxing, that's what I found out in boxing. And I think I have to share that to everybody, or they want to, because my example is very easy to understand. It's if they don't understand what I'm explaining in boxing, my example is very understandable. Like the subject, you have an exam for the next 2 days. Like the subject you're going to exam is science, and you have to study a science subject, not the math subject, because you're going to exam a science subject, right?
Yeah.
So boxing will be easy if you study right.
And you need a good teacher like
Because
Freddie,
there's
right?
example, some fighters, there's a fight. Oh, I have a fight. I have to go to the gym and train like that. What you're doing every day, like what your style, just you doing like that. But if you imagine, is that right? Techniques, right? Position you're studying in your opponent for the fight. Yeah, you can get a stamina in training because you train hard. But the question is, the strategy you studying every day, is that right to your opponent?
When did you learn that was the most important thing? How long have you known that?
Past 2 years, past 1 year.